So we have the speaker, it's very slim. As you can see, two drivers here. It's a three ways. We see here the cables. As you can see here, the cables are three pairs of cables. So that means the speaker has three drivers, or it's three ways. One for the low frequencies, which is this one here. You see, it's very 6 ohm says. Very slim drivers in thickness. Very slim drivers in thickness. The output of the low frequencies are this one. Then we have two more drivers. 1, 2. Output here. And then there is the tweeter. This is the tweeter you see on the side. Tweeter does not need any cabinet. It plays as is. But the others, the mid-range here and the low frequencies, the woofer driver needs. All this plastic cabinet is the speaker, the one speaker of the TV. Three ways, very nice implementation. It's not easy to manufacture such a speaker with that thin, with three drivers, actually four drivers, because there is a tweeter as well, two mid-ranges, one woofer and one tweeter. Some parts are ported ones, some are closed. Underneath this board here, this black, heat sink, somewhere here we have the Class D amplification for the one speaker. The other speaker is exactly the same, three ways as well. This one takes power from the same output. Here is the output of the amplifier for the 6 drivers. So this TV has 2 speakers, 3 ways configuration. First time I have seen such a speaker in a TV. LG usually is doing this. Others, they are using just one mid-range and one tweeter and having the subwoofer somewhere here. But LG has reached a different approach. Look at the huge power supply of the TV. If you see the other videos, you can check the mini LEDs. They have small power supply, but the OLED, as this G5 from LG, 65G5 says there, you see 65G5, has all this huge power supply. Look, why is huge? Because the parts are slim. Why we need slim parts in order to create at the end a slim television. So everything has to be slim here. The speakers have to be slim. The thickness of the power supply has to be thin. So that's why they have it spread it that way. Here's the driving board. That board here drives the OLED panel, the new Meta. And then we have the CPU, the main board, the processor. It's here, you can see the shape of the processor. The chassis is metallic. The frame around is nice finished, premium finished, you see. Materials here in high level compared to mini LED televisions. Everything looks beautiful manufactured. LG has a long history with its OLED televisions and has the experience to how to manufacture an extremely good TV. They have the know-how, they have the experience, because this is G5. So think they had G1, G2, so how many Gs they have created so far, and every year they improve the design and the panel as well. This panel is the latest one with the 4 layers, the OLED one without micro lenses. Offers better brightness, higher brightness and better colors, as they say. We're gonna measure all this. OLED C4 G4 sealed it. Maybe this is the same board as the previous model. And the board with the new CPU, the new Alpha processor from LG. I removed this heatsink. You see these blue pads here for cooling off the processor. Here is the processor of the driving processor of the TV that drives the panel. This is not the main processor. LG displays. Maybe this board can, when you buy the cell, the glass cell, the panel, you receive this one from LG display if you like, if you are a manufacturer. Two inputs from the CPU, from the main unit, and two outputs here. And this is the power supply of the board. Here is the current, the mains, the power supply of the board, the two outputs, and the two inputs. So this is the main board. The heatsink on top. Underneath the board has no components. You will remove it, but has this cooling pad. This is a contactor with the chassis of the TV that is being used as a big, huge heatsink for the main unit, for the processor. So here we can see the USB output, the two HDMIs, two more USBs on the other side, two more HDMIs, Ethernet, optical out. This is the tuner, terrestrial and satellite. So LG does not use two tuners independent, but one common one, as the other manufacturers are using two tuners. And this one is the IR blast for the remote control, to extend the remote control if you're installing a place that it's not reachable with the main remote control. The TV is not reachable. So this is the main board, guys. I don't like to go further to remove this heatsink. It says if these blue plugs, that's the way that is holding its place. If we play with this around, we can remove, but underneath we're gonna see the Alpha processor and some memories that are around, and that's it. So it's not a big thing. So inside the box we found the wall mounting stand that goes here, the wall mounting that goes to here. You see these four screws. There is a wall mounting stand. Then we have the VESA. You see here 1, 2, 3, 4, another way of wall mounting. And then we can use the optional one, the tabletop stand. These four screws is for this tabletop stand. The back cover, now we put everything in place. The back cover is it's metallic, it's not plastic, as the majority of the TVs these days. It's full metal and thick one, not slim. And we put, so it looks fantastic on the back. Now the cover is put it back in its place, put it all the screws. Everything fits fantastic. It's very well designed. That means no gaps, no loose parts. Everything fits perfectly. That means the TV is very well designed. This is the new remote control. Totally new. You see, we sealed it. Trackball. It's like a mouse here. Takes two big batteries. Why big? Because I think this remote consumes more energy than the small ones that the other TVs they have, because it takes big batteries as well, not the slim ones. Therefore, to control the web OS. This is the new web OS. As you see, it's very organized this year. Sports, all the apps are in groups, organized. It's very fast. You can play around. So let's start with the gaming. We see here TV is already 4K 120 Hz. TV details, everything is green. So this year 2025 TVs are extremely smooth and nice with all the game consoles. Now the game has moved to the PC era. This one accepts 165 Hz from a PC. So let's try this game, for example. So this is an example of the gaming. You see how bright is the picture, guys. Extremely bright. So let's have a look on the game menu. Underneath here we see this game menu. What new we have here? We have AMD FreeSync Premium VRR, dark room. We can adjust this one here. Then we have multi-view here. If we can connect more than two devices, two sources on the TV, to one to have our game and the other probably a second person in the house to watch YouTube videos. Game optimizer. Here are analytic settings for the TV, gaming settings. So you see 165 Hz mode. We can enable this if we like. It's enable AMD FreeSync Premium ALLM. So it's extremely advanced in gaming. Picture we can adjust here all the picture modes. This is Dolby Vision for gaming. The sound, we have the same settings for sound. You see Dolby Vision select mode game optimizer, so it's automatically selected because we have game here. Bar appears at the bottom of the screen. So it looks like previous years, but it's more analytic. To adjust, standard, edit. We can edit. We can add a square here if we like. So guys, gaming wise, this TV is top level. Let's measure the input lag now. So let's measure the input lag in full HD on the top. We see it's 9 milliseconds. That's very nice. Stable. In the middle, it's 12.8, 13, let's say, milliseconds. Down there, it's 13 exactly. So it's very fast TV. So guys, here I'm trying to measure the maximum brightness in a Dolby Vision mode or HDR. Let's check in different window sizes to see the maximum brightness. I have connected the TV with the Kalman via the network. 1% window is 1865 nits. This 2% it's 1835 again. 1845. We're gonna see the graph at the end in different window sizes. As the window is enlarges, the brightness is lower. So let's see here in bars. So this is the brightness of the TV. Full in HDR mode, full window, it's almost 300 nits, the full window, 100%, but the maximum brightness is in 1%, 2%, 5%, and 10% window. It's almost 1900 nits, almost 1900 nits. Brightness now. You see 1825, 1%, 2%, almost a bit better. The same, 5% was that. 10%, almost the same. And now the brightness is decreasing. 50% and now 100% full window. That means, which is 426. No, it was 75%, and now full window is 300 nits. Full window, 300 nits. HDR mode again to see how much the TV is covering this color space P3, cyan, magenta. It's almost 100% both of them. You see, 100% both of them. BT 2020 is 75%, 76 almost, and So you can use the AI here to adjust the settings. For example, on the remote control there is a special button that's it's about the AI system. Can you change the filmmaker mode to the cinema mode?
Moving to the search results for filmmaker mode to cinema mode from web browser.
Go to TV settings.
Okay, I'll go to settings.
Increase the brightness.
Okay, I'll go to brightness settings.
Okay, adjust the brightness settings, no, the contrast settings to 86.
Here are the search results for adjust the brightness setting and other contrast settings to 86.
Yeah, now go to the sound settings.
Okay, I'll go to sound settings.
Select sound standard.
Okay, I switch to standard.
Now switch to hi-fi mode.
Here are the search results for install hi-fi mode.
So guys, as you can see, this AI thing that is based on Microsoft Copilot provides all the time recommendations. You can adjust the TV, you can play around, and you can have a conversation all day long. This is not the main thing of the review.
Here are the search results for Insidious AI think that is...
Okay, let's go to picture settings again. So we have filmmaker, as you can see, expert, ISF expert, vivid, standard. We're going to select the filmmaker mode, and then let's watch some content here. So you see how beautiful is the OLED TV here, how OLED performs and how the blacks are blacks and the colors are full. You can see how bright is the panel. This OLED panel is very bright and performs very nice. Even cameras cannot capture the magic of the image. Dolby Vision material here. Again, beautiful. You see the HDR, the light, the birthday candles. What is this? How shiny they are. The other image is dark, but the light is very punchy. Here are some movies that I have created with my high-end smartphone from Oppo. Movie time now. HDR, you can see the HDR everywhere here. This TV loves to be in a dark room. Plays in a bright room as well, but loves the dark room. Loves the dark room because can present the value of the OLED technology. This is the new OLED panel, Meta 3.0. Extremely good TV, very fast, has a lot of features around, too many features. You cannot play 1 week just with the features to explore and to see what's going on. This home screen is full of content, recommendations, never ends, with new apps, with galleries, with images, very well organized, a lot of settings to adjust if you love adjustments. Picture, you see all this set. A lot of material here to play around. Not only audio, video as well. Look the list, this big list of adjustments. So this is the G5. Mine one, it was for the wall. I managed to put it on a stand. no problem. It's very light, very, very manageable TV. It's nothing in terms of weight. It's very slim. It's beautiful made, very well constructed, performs extremely good. So it's one of the best TVs in 2025, guys. If you like to have one of the flagships this year, you go out and you check the G5 from LG. Thanks for watching, guys.